Welcome everybody, this is the latest in our series of videos looking at the G.I. Joe Classified series focused on the Tiger Force and Python Patrol figures. And today we are unboxing the Python Patrol Officer. Again, this is a toy that I didn't have the original version growing up. We did have a Cobra Officer, but actually that was the original one. It was one of the blue ones with the really thin arms, and the head that only kind of turned left and right. It didn't move up and down. So we missed out on the Python Patrol one. Well, we didn't really miss out. I think we didn't get it because we had the blue one. But anyway, so looking at this one, I already see some troubling things here. Me and my pet peeve with the loose clips. Some cover art here, again, something that kind of drives me nuts, that the art isn't consistent. Like the styles vary, from figure to figure. This is not bad. It's just, it doesn't look like any of the others. So it's just kind of a weird choice that every figure gets like their own artist or with a different style. And you can see this is some pretty nice art, pretty decent. I don't have any issues with it. It's only just the fact that it doesn't look consistent from figure to figure. Like even within the Tiger Force figures, the art is different. Like this is not the same style as the art that was in the Duke Tiger Force box. But anyway, they continue to not have any file cards. That's just, they've never had them in the Classified series. I think it's a real shame, but that's fine. They have numbers. One wonders what are they going to do when they get to the triple digits. But anyway, so let's get them out. Now, I already gotten my kids the original or standard non-Python Patrol Cobra Officer who came in the blue outfit. This is a repaint of that one. Probably should have pulled him out because he's just there in the room. But would have been nice to have him out for comparison. Like I don't recall if the other Cobra Officer in the blue outfit has this. Wow, his hand is his thumb is like really like this, which is interesting. Different, I think. And it comes with a myriad of guns and weapons here. So let's get these out. It's got the knife, which goes, let's see, where does the knife go? Ah, here it is. See if it fits in the sheath. Yep, goes right in. Does it go in all the way if I turn it, maybe? No, sticks out a little bit. That's fine. That's not too bad. I'm okay with that. I've seen this pistol come up a few times. It kind of looks like and it's not precise, but it does look very reminiscent of a Mauser broom handle. Because it's got that piece there. It's got the hammer there. Yeah, I think they were going for the Mauser broom handle look. Which is cool. Mauser broom handles are just awesome. I don't know what this is. Ooh. Oh no. Looks like this one got bent in the packaging. Ugh. That's not good. See if we can bend it back. Straighten it out. Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Sticks up a bit. That's okay. Ugh, what is this? What is this? What is this little thing that looks like it's going to get lost in my kid's room? Is this a scope? I don't know. I think this is like a scope of some kind. It probably goes on the rifle. That's going to fall off real quick. And then here's the magazine clip. Actually, this one goes on this. So the fact that this gun is kind of bent, and even though I straightened it out, you can see it didn't straighten out permanently. this is going to be a bit of a problem. Because I know from the other Cobra officer that my kids have, this thing is always falling out. So, yeah, it really kind of just sticks very loosely there. See? So unlike, say, the clip that was in Recondo's rifle or in the Viper, this one just kind of hangs very loose. Like, you do feel it go in, but it's just, since it's there, it just kind of like, yeah, and it's very thin too. Like the other clips, the clip from the Viper and the clip from Recondo were thicker, but this is a very thin clip. So it just kind of hangs very loose. And the fact that mine came all bent, that's a recipe for disaster. This is gonna get lost just like the other one, because my kids have the blue Cobra officer and this clip is gone. Lost in the black hole that is my kids' room. And what is this big holster for? Is that for this? Is that really for this? I mean, it's too big for this. Yeah, it's too big for that. But it's funny because what this actually reminds me of is that, like, my dad had a Mauser broom handle, and he had like a wood stock, which you could actually like store the gun inside the wood stock. But then if you took it out, it had like this metal groove, so you could kind of go like clip it like this, and it would become the stock. That's what this reminded me of, but I don't think that's what they're going for here. I think this is meant for this overgrown, and in my case, bent gun. Maybe the holster will actually help straighten it out. So I'm gonna slip it in here. And I don't think it's really straightening it out. I think it's bending the holster. So yeah, I think there's no remedy for the bent gun there. And yeah, it seems to be this huge holster for this huge sort of like submachine gun. Which is kind of weird. This is not like I don't know. I actually don't know what this is, but let's see if it stays into. I don't think it's gonna stay in shape. And it's got a sight which kind of blocks it from going any further in. See this, the sight there? Just kind of blocks it once you put it in the holster. But then when you put it in the holster, you can't have the clip there. So I wonder, does the clip go somewhere else? Oh, I see. This goes on his back. So it's actually not technically. This is kind of like a backpack holster. Okay. I guess. That's just weird to me. That's strange. It hangs a little loose. Again, I'm thinking of my kids playing with this because, you know, yeah, that's gonna fall very easy. So this clip, I see some spots, some potential spots here where we can maybe fit this clip in. I guess maybe we could put it in this one. Let's give it a shot. All right, I managed to get it in there, but I must say that it just kind of sticks weirdly out because it's a curved clip. It just doesn't, I don't know, maybe on this one, maybe? I'm not crazy about either one of these, I'm gonna be honest. These pouches are not doing much for me. All right, let's put the broom handle in here. This at least fits nice and snug without any real issues. Not worried about that falling out anytime soon. And actually, let's look at this. This, I'm assuming, is a scope. go here. Maybe like a laser sight. Yeah, I think maybe this is a laser sight, not a scope. A scope you would mount up here. But here on this side, this must be a laser sight. Yeah. Yeah, this is a laser sight for the rifle. Now, why you would want to make the laser sight removable on a toy rifle, I have no idea. I really have no idea. I mean, when I'm playing G.I. Joe, am I gonna have my Cobra Python officer say, "Ah, the battery on my laser sight right now, I'm gonna take it off"? I don't think so. In the many scenarios that I played as a kid, I don't think that one ever came up. Ah, my laser sight broke. I'm gonna just take it off. And I'm actually wondering, does this clip also come off? I'm almost afraid to pull. Ah, no, it comes off. It's one of those, yeah. And it just came off so easily too. Like, there's no resistance there. All right. Oh, well. It is what it is. All right. And this, I find, wait a minute. Is that a peg there for this? No, it's too low. Guy couldn't walk if he had a gun down there. No. Yeah, no, this is meant to be on his back, which is just the strangest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. Because I'm just thinking, if I'm Cobra, I'm in the heat of battle. Let's say I run out of clips for this rifle. Now I reach back to pull this baby out. But when I pull it out, I don't have a clip in it. So then I have to then drop this rifle and reach and grab the other, like in one smooth action. Like that, I just feel like in the heat of battle, you know, somebody's gonna shoot me by the time I get the clip in that gun. But I guess that's neither here nor there. Sounds an inefficient way of carrying your gun. But what do I know? The figure itself, I mean, you know, the Cobra officer, like sculpt, mold, whatever you want to say, it does look cool. You know, I mean, he's got the Cobra symbol there. He's got the Python, you know, patrol colors, you know, which stand out like crazy, but, you know, I don't think Python Patrol was ever conceived for its, you know, ability to be discreet. It was just a way of, you know, repainting, you know, figures from a prior series. So, I mean, you know, he looks cool. He looks cool. The Cobra officer in general looks cool, whether he's in the regular blue or in the Python Patrol colors. He does look cool. I mean, I will say, you know, my preference is the original blue one, you know. But this is pretty neat. You know, my only complaints is that, and it's kind of a complaint that I have for a number of these, is that sometimes like the accessories are just like, I don't know, just too much. Like I don't need, like it's almost like if you want to have this, maybe have this molded onto him rather than be on as a backpack, because this honestly falls out way too easily. And this is the thing that I don't like about some of these classified series. They put this harness, this vest here, or whatever you want to call it, and then they have to put a hole in it so that the backpack goes. And it seems to me almost like if you're going to do this setup, then maybe just don't give the guy a backpack, because it's just a recipe for this thing falling off. It just never fits. It never holds it, I should say. It does fit. This one does fit. But I've seen others that don't go in all the way and it just kind of gets a little loose. But, you know. But overall, I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad. I worry that, you know, my kids, they would just lose a lot of these accessories. And some of these things that may have seemed like a good idea, you know, like cool, like, oh, well, let's put the laser sight so you can put it on there, and the knife so you can take it in and out, and, you know, the clip. I mean, maybe those sound like a good idea, but to me, it's like once I put it where it needs to be, I'm not going to take it out again. And that's one of my like major, that's my underlying complaint about like the clips that you can take out. Like once I put it in there, why am I going to take it out? Not into that. It just doesn't strike me as very useful, you know. But anyway, there he is, Python Patrol Officer. Another great addition. He will definitely look cool on the shelf, even though I suspect that with play, he is eventually going to go on the shelf minus his accessories as my kids slowly lose them. But that's fine, you know. Kids will be kids. So join us next time when we open dun, 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 Bazooka.